All right, BpsRps, we're live. Been like a 2 night hiatus, and we don't condone that. That's totally unacceptable, and I take full responsibility, and I apologize about the hiatus. Um, Mini Bips, he passed his karate testing. It was tough Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but he passed. The belt ceremony is next week, so we're proud of him. Finished up the score yesterday, also second honors. 90 point, almost 91 average, so we're proud of him. But it's baseball time. Enough about me, enough about that. It's all about baseball now. So we're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitter. We're getting the OnlyFans camera sent over, so we should have that probably within a couple of days. And that's what it's all about. Today in baseball, Billy Martin in 1979. He was he was named the manager for the Yankees for like the seventh time. So that's good stuff. Billy Martin, one of my favorite people in the world. He's the kind of guy I'd like to go up to in a bar, sit down next to him, and have like a ton of beers with him. I would never insult him like that marshmallow salesperson and tell him Earl Weaver should have won Manager of the Year, because then he kicked my ass. And I know if Eddie Whitson was there, he wouldn't have broke Billy Martin's arm. I mean, he might have. Like, I'm not a violent person. I wouldn't have been able to defend him. But maybe I could have talked him out of it. And for that reason, anytime we open a card and we see Ed Whitson, it's ripped in half. Two birthdays today. Lou Gehrig, 1903, the real Iron Man. And Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson, great pitcher. Awesome pitcher. What's up, Obi? How goes it, brother? Got some trivia tonight. We got a Ken Griffey Baseball Aces card, Ken Griffey Victory, Ken Griffey Rookie, Ken, and Ken. It's Ken Griffey night with trivia. What was Ken Griffey Jr.'s father's name? That's the trivia question. Don't type the answer, retweet it. I think, what do we got? We're out of the new ones, the Bowmans and the Tops. They should be here Monday, Tuesday, but grilling in pain. That sounds like a good day. Weather good down there? 88 Tops from Tanner. Tanner, if you're watching, thank you. Get some okay weather here. A little rainy up here, but not too bad. Hey, yeah, I'm on Twitter. What's up, buddy? No humidity. What it's all about. Guys, see Matt Vierling? Phillies outfield prospect I've been excited about since he was drafted. Singled his first at bat, stole second, run scored. He's going to be what people think Moniak should have been. I'm not high on Luke Williams, Nick Matone, but I'm really a big fan of Matt Vierling. King M's giving a lot of hearts on Twitter. Is it for me or if it's for Obi-Wan? Obi's got the life. He's grilling and painting. Overcast, comfortable weather down there. Told him up here it was raining. Not too bad weather, but other than the rain for like an hour. Jack Clark. Move like this. There we go. Goes on both cameras. There's a really cool convention coming up in Cherry Hill. Mike informed me about it. Sensei Lawrence and Sensei Kreese are doing autographs and photo op. It was last year, but it got canceled due to COVID. But now it's April 14th, 15th. If anybody's interested in seeing the senseis, it's at the Cherry Hill. There you go, Mike. Mike on YouTube. Monstermania.net. I'm debating if I'm going to do a photo op with one or both. And if I'm going to dress up in my Cobra Kai costume. I hope they're dressed in the Cobra Kai. That would be badass. Them two badass son of a bitches and a punk like me. It'll definitely increase my self-esteem. J Tibbs, Jobber. Mike, which day are you thinking of going? Joe Baver the Saver. Darnell Coles, Moneyball. He was the first player named in the book Moneyball. Joaquin Andujar. I can't believe this guy lasted that long. He was drunk every day. That's why I named the liquor after him. Joaquin's. Jose Nunez, jobber. I love these all-star cards. These are like the first like retro feel when I was opening these my prime when I was like 13, 14 years old. They harken back to the 60s. Alan Trammell. Rick Honeycutt, who was a good middle reliever for the Oakland A's. Argenis Salazar, jobber. Sunday, I think the tickets were cheaper. Saturdays probably going to be packed too. So let me know. Let me know which day you decide. Dennis Boyd, oil can. Obi always does some magnificent things with Mr. Boyd. Greg Matthews. Mike Morgan, him on the Seattle Mariners. This is one of like the 15 teams he played for. Good point. Good point. I'll check that before I do anything. Before I do anything, I'm going to wait till I know what day you're going. Harold Baines on the White Sox. He was always a White Sox. I'm saying it like it's like amazing. Bruce Bochy. All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe they're there both days. Be nice to see both. I hope they're in the costume. Al Newman, jobber. But look at this guy. Last card of the pack. My favorite player ever. No, I'm not going to tell you who it is. You guys can guess. My favorite player ever. Mike Schmidt. It's one of his final years. I think his final card came in 89 or 90. But Mike Schmidt, man. I used to pull these cards out of the pack. I guess same way Mike felt with Schmidt, Obi with Murphy. Just, I don't care if I had 10 of them at the time. My goal was just one. But I would still get them. And I would just be so happy just pulling any Mike Schmidt out of the pack. It's always nice to see him. Did I see you wrote that you are working on a set on Twitter? I know you said you got some things in the works. Any hint? These are the American baseball cards. We've been opening a few of these. These are mini. I think they're called UK. Oh, that jacket was dynamite, was it? The warm-up jacket. Oh, the gum's intact, but it's like a pale white. It's Jism-esque. Keith Hernandez. We all know he's a big friend, good friend of Mr. Snuffleupagus. They used to do drugs together. There's a picture of it. Larry Parrish. I can guarantee, even if I needed him for the final card of a set, I would never ever get excited about getting a Larry Parrish card. Robert Parrish. Lance before he became a Philly, but never Larry. Mike Dunn, on the other hand, he used to get excited getting his 87 Topps All-Star rookie card with the cup. Candy Maldonado. And Ivan Calderon. I used to like him. Wasn't a bad player. A couple good years. 9-card set. Nice. Good win champions. Any players like Posey, Murphy? No, we didn't get too many of those Mike Dunns. We didn't. It was always like a rare card. These are like these encompass all sports, and so we only got that horse the one time, and then we got the horse jockey. So the goal here is to get I want a tree. I'd like to get like an oak tree. Tommy Gainey, he's a golfer. Obviously, he's got a golf club, unless he's a violent person. I bet he was a jobber golfer. So I never heard of him. Not that I only heard of like Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, and who was that fat bastard? John Daly. Yeah, I remember hearing about him. He used to sweat. I think he did bad things to women. We don't condone that. So maybe Tommy Gainey might not have been a great golfer, but he was probably a better person. Nice. Good idea. Jackie Stiles? She's a basketball player. Never heard of her. Here's the mini card. No Murph? Oh, wow. I don't know who this is, but she's smiling very lovely. Look at that. Twitter, YouTube. She's got a lovely smile. Her name is Sonia Thomas. I can't tell. I'll be right back. She's nicknamed the Black Widow. She weighs 105 pounds. She ate 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes to win the inaugural Nathan's Famous Women's Hot Dog Eating Championship belt in 2011. God damn, how? 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I'm a big dude. I can eat maybe four. Wow, God bless her. This is a PC piece. I'm gonna start PCing Sonia Thomas. God bless her. Final card of that pack is a baseball player, I think. Yeah, it says baseball outfield. Shoeless Joe Jackson. Speaking of shoes, footwear. Shoeless Joe. I'm Shoeless Tony Bips. The bag's in the closet. Oh no. Nah, me and Jeff, we're gonna hook up at Hook and Reel this week. Line Drive AAA cards. Charlie Manuel is in this pack. And the goal with these cards, of course, is just one player that we know, maybe two. Because these are like pre-rookie cards from 91. These are players who may not even sniff the majors. Randy Bacchus and Jeff Schultz. Never heard of these guys. These are two. These are prime examples. Dan Grunhard. He should have made it a silent G. Dan Grunhard would have been a cool name. Bullet Base, yes. John Matlock and Tony Torchia. They're coaches. I know Matlock was a pitcher for the Rangers. I didn't know he got into coaching. Yep, he's the pitching coach for this team. Adam Peterson and Efrain Valdez. Efrain was a pitcher in the majors. Not a good one. Scott Coolball, he was a Red Sox prospect. I think Red Sox. No, Texas, right? Yeah, Texas Rangers. I'm confused on with Scott Cooper. He was a jobber. Brian Johnson. That's the name of the kid Anthony Michael Hall played in The Breakfast Club. Reggie for the 70s. Oh, damn, that's a nice pick. That's a really nice pick. Doc Maddox, Koufax, Mantle. All right, there's some good picks. Wow. 80s, Doc. That's interesting. Canseco, Bo, McGuire. Well, McGuire was real late in the 80s, but Doc, that's a good pick. Interesting. I like to see that. Paul Abbott, no relation to Kyle or Jim. This pack sucked. Doug Henry, Paul Sorrento, who we all probably heard of, and Mike Eberl. Jobber. It was a bad pack. The weekends historically are bad packs. This is Pro Set 91 NFL. We're going to really test our knowledge of football here and go for a. We want a Carson Wentz. If we pull up Carson Wentz, we'll set him on fire live to avenge his firing of Doug Peterson. Mike Johnson, Brian Johnson's father. Chiefs. I'm going to say it's Okoye. Yep, Christian Okoye. The Nigerian Nightmare, one of the greatest running backs of the 80s. There's a quarterback. I think it's Steve Young. No, sorry. Looks like a Niners jersey, doesn't it, a little bit? No, not really. Mark Rippon. That's what we're doing. 87 tops. I think you're right. We got to go one another mission. 87 tops. I want to get a box of those bastards. These Bowmans and these new cards. Tired of seeing, Freddie Galvis. There's another Jerry Gray, Rams. Shane Conlon. He was a Bills player. Yeah, that's going to be the goal. Mike Dunn and Bo Jackson. We're going back to the basics. Pat Swilling, New Orleans Saints. Jim Lackey. He was a slacker, just like Marty McFly's father. Lewis Billups. Yeah, this is rough. I don't know any of these guys. Cardinals. Tim McDonald. He had a farm. Yeah. Like Steve DeBerg. He sang the song "The Lady in Red." It's an 80s bad song. 80s love ballad. Mike Munchak and Lee Williams. Bad pack. All right, another minor league pack. He wasn't too mobile. Is that Steve DeBerg? He probably got sacked a lot, right? Oh, I remember. These are star. These were nice cards. When they came out, I was always in all of them. The Eric Anthony, the Mickey Morandini, Bob Zane, I don't know. Andy Tomerlin. He's a pitcher, but he's got a bat in his hand. Anthony Areola. I remember him because he was an A's prospect who I always thought I always hoped would work out. Shame on me. Wilt Distill. Bob Hamlin, the Hammer. Casey Royal. Bob Zihan, Jobber. Andy Tomerlin, it says he's a pitcher, but he's got a bat on his hand, on his shoulder. We got Algorithm. The last two, I know. All right, Derek Clark. Wow. Mike Jones. Andy Tomerlin. I shit you. Oh, sorry for cursing. Andy Tomerlin. Same pack, unsealed, unopened. Same guy. Maybe if I go like this. Yep. Same. No matter how I shuffle the cards, it always comes up Andy Tomerlin. Donruss pop-up. I think you're right. We need back to the basics. 87 tops. We won't be pulling out Andy Tomerlin. He's not in there. Good move, Tops. This is the Warren Spahn puzzle piece. We're putting these aside for Obi. Ryan Sandberg. Yo, our Cubs guru, Grateful Obi. Haven't seen or heard from you in like about 3 weeks. Hope everything's okay. We're still putting your Cubs in the stash. We hope everything's good. 2 checklists in a row. Look at that. This is old Jeff. You know he's the checklist guru. Mark McGuire, Canseco, Will Clark, Strawberry, the first 2 names on both cards. Andy Van Slyke, good outfielder. He had some really good years. The Pirates. I think he was a Cardinal prior. Benji, our best to him. Jeff Russell. He was traded for Canseco. And another Cub, Rafael Palmeiro. I did not do steroids. Sure you didn't. Yeah, Benji Opal's good if you're watching a replay. Final pack of the evening, ironically, is opening day this year. The goal here is a mascot. We all saw, what's his name? Reese Hoskins went off today. Aaron Nola is in prime September form. It's good to see him, not miss a beat. Walker Bueller. This is an ace. Dansby Swanson. How's he doing this year, Ope? He was one of my preseason kind of like deep sleepers for shortstop. I don't have him anywhere, though. People liked him better than me and picked him a lot earlier than I did. David Peterson, Mets pitching prospect. I think he's okay. He might have a good career ahead of him. He had some good games. Jesus Luzardo, who's just horrible. Luzardo, Sixto, Whitley, and Nate Pearson. Them four. I said this the other night. I'm still disgusted by how bad the pitching in the minor leagues are. These prospects. Spencer Howard. Mike Moustakas, who was transferred to the 60-day DL. He's been having some problems. We hope for a speedy recovery. And Rafael Devers or Devers, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I do know he's got like 17 home runs this year. He's doing pretty good for the Red Sox. We're surprising a lot of people. And the last card of the 88 Topps pack was Mike Schmidt. The last card of opening day is Mike Schmidt. Legends of baseball. And I'll give it to Topps. They made a plural when there's only one person on here, but I'll give it to him. They were right. He is a legend. He's the leading home run hitter of the 80s. 313. He holds records for long balls. We don't need to know that. And RBIs while playing third base. MVP, 80, 81, 86. He topped the loop in 4 baggers in each of those years. I don't think we need to know that. And in the 80 World Series, he smacked 381 to take MVP honors. He was the MVP of the 1980 World Series. And no other man or woman could say that. You know what? You know when you hit a blackjack, you have 17, but you have to hit because the dealer has like 2. And then you pull like a 20 or 21, and you keep playing when you should stop. I'm going to keep opening one more pack. This is 2017 Donruss. It's a very nice wrapper, I think. It's a very eye-catching. Catches your eye. I don't know what the goal is here. 2017. I don't know. Sure as hell isn't Kyle Hendricks, who actually picked up his game this year after like a really rough start. Gary Sanchez, polarizing figure in New York lure. Some people actually talk to him as being a first or second round fantasy pick because he's a catcher and he provides power. The guy's struggling. Corey Kluber, no hitter. Obi pitched no hitter this year, I think. And he was promptly put on the DL. Madison Bumgarner, one of the greatest hitting pitchers in baseball. He also pitched a no hitter this year. But I don't think they recognized it, right? Backwards card. I don't know why it's backwards. Looks no different than any other card in the pack. Whoa, the pink. It's pink on the back. The rest are black. You're supposed to display it this way then because it's like the parallel. What kind of crazy ass shit is that? Sorry for cursing. Twice. Anyway, Tom's Rivers, Todd Frazier. When's that from? Matt Holliday, Madonna's boy. Matt Holliday was a really solid player. Really solid player. This is a nice card. This is really nice. Tom Seaver. Tom Green. I used to like his show. Tom Seaver on the Mets. He put up some good numbers. And the final card of the evening is someone who could be compared to Mike Schmidt, maybe when his career's over if he keeps up these things. Nolan Arenado, maybe. I don't know. But he's put up some good numbers so far in his career. He's born in 91. Steve-O. Yeah, I remember that. He looked goofy. He looked very weird. It was funny. Griffey. Oh, wait. I got a pop-up here. There we go. Sorry about that. But when the pop-up shows on the screen, you could still see me. He was safe in there. Well, he wasn't safe in here. Gene Hackman, Superman 2. He was safe in there when everything went off in here. Wrong again, Luther. Bunch of Griffies for tonight's trivia question. We're up in the ante. We're doing better prizes. Trivia question. Don't type the answer. Retweet it. Ken Griffey Jr. His father played baseball too. What was his father's name? So that's all I got, fellas. Thank you all for joining. Sorry about the hiatus over the last 2 days, but hopefully everything's back on track. So you guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Have a good night, everyone.